Hello everyone, Aran here, and I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Now today we have the 5 tips for Aran Tal video for all of newcomers, new players, PC players that are going to try the game out, and even veteran players who might want to see if any of these tips are viable and if they're using them or not. And then as always, if there's any tips that don't make my list and you can think of, be sure to let me know in the comments below, as I'm always looking to improve and helping the community out. With that being said, before I get into it, if you would like to join the Patreon or Discord, the links are in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, this content, and all things Star Wars related, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the video. Okay, so 5 tips for Aran Tal. So the first tip is, lots of Aran Tal's abilities do decent damage on top of being just movement abilities. Now with that being said, he has basically 3 dashes or 3 movement abilities, and all of them do damage. So you don't have to worry about, okay, only his abilities are just to move around the map, so I only have my weapons, my pistols, and the fire ability. No, all of them do damage. And even one of them, if you get a kill with the leap, then it resets, it lowers the cooldown or resets the cooldown, but that's only at a certain level, so you have to level him up for that. But all of them do damage, so all that damage stacks up because he's got 3 different movements, and he has his fire ability, and he also has his pistol, so he has a lot going on for him that can easily just burst down a lot of damage on an enemy before they even know what's coming. So yeah, don't forget about the abilities, the dashes, the leaps to do some extra damage if your weapons are overheating, and the other abilities on cooldown. Then the second tip is Tal's breath ability is the perfect finisher and is very satisfying to use. It also does bonus damage when your weapons are overheating. So yes, his fire ability is very, very good. It's definitely his best way to deal just a lot of damage in one go. So I tend to use it as a finisher because when you get to a certain level with Aran Tal, I can't remember what level it is off the top of my head, but when you do, the best thing I like to use it for is I fire all of my damage of my pistols and get rid of them, start to reload, as then they're overheated, then you use your Tal's breath and it does bonus damage, and that is absolutely devastating because even without the bonus damage, it's a lot of damage. It's really good ability. I love using it, and it's really easy to hit the enemies as well. It's got a very wide range. So yeah, Tal's breath ability is one of my favorite abilities in the game. Then tip number 3, technically 3 different movement abilities, so he's the perfect flanker and easily able to get out of bad situations. So yeah, like I said before, he's got 3 different movement abilities technically because he's got his leap, and then the dashes, he can use the dash twice in a go. So technically that's 3 different movements, so 3 different jumps if you might want to say. So he can get around the map really easily, and then if he's about to die, he can just zip, just get out of there. Quickly get to a health pack. Getting to the health pack might only take two abilities, and then you use your last ability to get straight back into the fight. So he's really good at sustaining damage and getting back into a fight that might have not been able to get back into with any other hunter. Then tip number 4 is jetpack boost at max level does 40 damage, so you can easily do 80 damage to finish off an enemy. So maybe you accidentally used Tal's breath, or you've used it already, it's on cooldown, and you've just finished firing. The enemy's on 1 shot and they're running away, so you can't do anything about it. The jetpack boost, so the dash essentially, does 40 damage when you dash into them. You have the dash twice, so you do 80 damage straight off the bat, which is really good. So don't forget about that. And it's also an easy way to just catch up to an enemy because you deal damage to them and you stay on top of them. So if you really wanted to, you could dash and just carry on firing your weapons if you've reloaded. But yeah, 40 damage each, so that's 80 damage total if you hit both dashes. And then tip number 5 is he shines mostly on power control, as he can traverse the maps so well, but it's also viable on all game modes. So yeah, he's really good on power control, because on power control what you want is a lot of mobility, because you're going to be running between point to point, and he does that so well because he's really fast and agile. And then he's also good on all game modes just because his kit is really good and he does a lot of damage. Like in season 1 he wasn't as good, but in season 2 he got a bunch of buffs, then season 3 he got a bunch of buffs again. Season 4 he didn't get anything, but that's fine because he's in a really nice spot now. But yeah, if you play Aran Tal, but you don't know what game mode, he's definitely best on power control, but he works on every single mode on every single map. Don't worry about it. And there you go. There are my 5 tips for Aran Tal. They're very general, not a lot of gameplay ones, just giving you information, I guess. But hopefully they help. Hopefully they help new players or PC players that are looking into the game. Hopefully this gives insight if you want to play Aran Tal as well. And if there's anything that I've missed, let me know in the comments below. But I won't keep it any longer. So if you'd like to join the Patreon or Discord, the links are in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, this content, and all things Star Wars related, be sure to like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video.